What's up everyone, Lord Ryujin is here again. I wanted to take a real brief moment because I realized I hadn't made a YouTube video in a while. I wanted to talk about a game that I'm looking forward to. I mean, February is going to be a good year for games. We're going to have The Order coming out. And we're going to have the new Nintendo 3DS amongst other things. I'm not going to go into the whole list of everything that's going to come out in February because that would probably take up the whole bulk of this video. But coming in February is a game that I've been looking forward to for probably the past 2 years, and that is a game known as Ironfall. It's now known as Ironfall Invasion, and it's going to be coming to the Nintendo 3DS eShop this February. And I wanted to go into a discussion about what it is, for those that don't know what it is, as well as why I'm looking forward to it. Now, for those of you that do not know, Ironfall Invasion is going to be, at least as far as I know, I don't know of any others that are coming out, be sure to correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but to the best of my knowledge, Ironfall Invasion is going to be the very first third-person shooter to come to the Nintendo 3DS. And I'm very excited for it because it's boasting that it's going to be able to do 60 frames per second even with the 3D on. And this is going to be really exciting because if you get your hands on the new Nintendo 3DS, being able to see that 60 frames per second that it's boasting it's going to be able to do, even with that new and improved 3D, it's going to be mind-blowing. I'm really interested in seeing how 60 frames per second is going to work on the Nintendo 3DS. Now, I know that seems kind of counteractive to what I've said before about it doesn't matter about frame rates and all that. And no, it doesn't matter to me. The game could run at 45 frames per second and I still would buy it. But the fact of the matter is I'm still interested in seeing what 60 frames per second looks like in 3D. Full-blown 3D. Very interested in it. Also, it's a new IP. It's a chance for Nintendo to pick this up if it gets really big and work hand in hand with the developer and possibly bring another Ironfall to the Wii U or something. And just, this is the opportunity for it to be successful and to carry into another IP. That's another reason why I'm excited for it. Also, a third-person shooter. I love third-person shooters. That's probably one of the main reasons why I'm excited for it. I mean, there are not a lot of good third-person shooter games that are out there, and most of them are games that kind of repeat the same formula over and over again. Look at Gears of War. Look at Uncharted. They kind of repeat themselves over and over again. And while Ironfall certainly does look like it's a clone of Gears of War, that doesn't mean that it won't do its own interesting things. I mean, being able to use the touchscreen for more accurate aiming, for an example, is something that Gears of War hasn't been able to do for me. In addition, again, using the new Nintendo 3DS's technology, I want to see how, if anything, the new and improved hardware of the new 3DS might possibly make the game run smoother or anything like that. Online multiplayer, if this game has chat options or anything like that, I think it's going to really be interesting. And again, just the opportunity that it presents itself. I mean, playing a third-person shooter on the go, because there are not a lot of third-person shooter games that came out for portables. I can think of Uncharted Golden Abyss, a few years ago, Kid Icarus Uprising. Otherwise, that's really all I can name. I know that there's probably 5 or 6 more, but nothing that really comes to mind as like, you must play this game. So that's just another reason why I'm excited. But in addition, we also have games like Moon Chronicles coming out like that I really think is going to show first-person shooters how you can run a game smoothly on a Nintendo 3DS. So like I said, really good month for games. If you haven't checked out Ironfall though, I really recommend that you Google it, go on YouTube, look it up, whatever. The game looks really interesting. It looks like it's really good, considering the fact that they have built their own engine to work specifically with the Nintendo 3DS's hardware capabilities, push it to its limit. And they built it from the ground up. So this isn't like it's using Cryware or anything like that. This is its own engine. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this engine is going to really use Nintendo 3DS's capabilities. And it's really something to be excited about, because just like how Platinum Games built Bayonetta 2 to push the Wii U's limits, it's going to be really interesting to see how Ironfall Invasion is going to push the Nintendo 3DS's limits. And like I said, of all the great games that are coming out in February already, this is going to be a really good time to be a 3DS owner, to be a Nintendo owner, to be a gamer, period. There's just so many good games coming out. But that's going to be my my video for now, guys. I appreciate you watching. Make sure that you comment below. What do you think about Ironfall Invasion? Are you looking forward to it as much as I am? And if you're not, realistically, explain why. Don't just be flaming and hating up in here, because that's not what my channel is about. But otherwise, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope to do a lot more videos soon. I know that I've been kind of absent on the scene lately. It's just really been kind of hectic lately. But I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.